Hello everyone, I Chetna working as assistant professor in RPIIT campus. In this video, I am going to discuss about hybridoma technology. If we talk about hybridoma technology history, this technology developed by Georges J.F. Kohler and Cesar Milstein in 1975. Both of them shared a Nobel Prize for their discovery in 1984. Hybridoma technology is basically a hybrid cell that make a number of monoclonal antibodies against a specific antigen. Principle of hybridoma technology is hybrid cell has capacity of antibody production which derive from spleen cell or B cells, and at the same time a myeloma cell is used to make hybrid which have capability to divide continuously. By combining both the cell, a desired quality hybrid cell is produced, which ensures large amount of antibody production of single specificity. These specific hybridomas obtain monoclonal antibodies when they are introduced in an artificial media, and this technology is called as hybridoma technology. Basically, in hybridoma technology, spleen cell which is isolated from the spleen of the animal and myeloma cell which are isolated from the bone marrow are combined or fused by a particular method, and they form a hybrid cell which is called a hybridoma cell, and this technology is called as hybridoma technology. In this diagram you can see antigen introduced in the rat or animal. After that the animal immune system started producing antibodies against that particular antigen, and the cancerous plasma cell or myeloma cell separated from the bone marrow. Both the cells fused together to make hybridoma cell, and these hybridoma cell started producing monoclonal antibodies. What is monoclonal antibody? Monoclonal antibody basically are identical antibodies that are produced from one type of immune cell, and they are clone of a single parent cell. They are produced basically from the white blood cell, which are also called as plasma cell, and they are used in treatment of cancerous cell or act as antivenom. Now, procedure of hybridoma technology is first step is immunization of specific animal which generate hybridoma cell with spleen cell, isolation of myeloma cell from bone marrow, fusion of spleen cell and myeloma cell, selection of HAT medium, isolation of hybridoma cell, and screening of hybridoma cell. First step, immunization of specific animal. So, in this step, antigen introduced into the animal intravenously directly to the blood. When antigen introduced into the body of animal, the B cells activate and started producing antibodies. The cells which produce antibodies are plasma cell or spleen cells. Plasma cell produce antibodies, and that plasma cell isolated from the spleen of animal. Second step is isolation of myeloma cells. Myeloma cells are cancerous cells which are isolated from bone marrow, and these are generally immortal. These are immortal in nature, means they never dies, and they have multiplication properties. They multiply continuously. Third step is fusion of cell and myeloma cell. It requires PEG medium, which is polyethylene glycol medium. The spleen cell and myeloma cell fused in the PEG medium. It is done by electrofusion. In electrofusion, spleen cell fused with myeloma cell and form a hybridoma cell. Fusion between spleen cell and myeloma cell produce 5 different types of cell. When the electrofusion occurs, spleen cell and myeloma cell fused together, and 5 different type of cell which are produced are fused plasma, fused myeloma, hybridoma, unfused plasma and unfused myeloma. Fourth is selection of HAT medium. HAT means hypoxanthine, amino protein and thymidine. These are three proteins which present in that medium. Before multiplication of antibody, it has to synthesize new copy of DNA, and for this it requires synthesis of nucleotide, and nucleotide synthesis require two different pathways. One is salvage pathway and second is de novo synthesis. In salvage pathway, it requires degraded part of all nucleotide, and in de novo synthesis, it synthesizes from new nucleotide by small molecules. In HAT medium, cells not synthesized by de novo synthesis because in HAT medium amino protein is present which block dihydrofolate enzyme which is necessary for synthesis, and amino protein block dihydrofolate enzyme. That's why de novo synthesis did not help in cell synthesis. For synthesis in salvage pathway, it must require HGPRT enzyme, which is hypoxanthine guanine phosphoribosyl transferase, and HGPRT enzyme present in plasma cells. Hypoxanthine and thymidine used as precursor in the production of HGPRT enzyme. Fifth step is isolation of hybridoma cell. Spleen cell have HGPRT enzyme, but myeloma cell doesn't have HGPRT enzyme, and when both the cell fuse they form five types of cell as we discussed previously: fused plasma, fused myeloma, hybridoma, unfused plasma and unfused myeloma. So spleen cell have HGPRT enzyme, but myeloma cell doesn't have HGPRT. So fused plasma have HGPRT, fused myeloma doesn't have HGPRT. So HGPRT is absent in fused myeloma and in unfused myeloma, but present in fused plasma, hybridoma and unfused plasma. You can see in this diagram, spleen cell have HGPRT enzyme and they are producing antibodies. Myeloma cell doesn't have HGPRT enzyme, but they have multiplication capability. So when we fused both the cell in polyethylene glycol medium PEG medium, they form five types of cell: hybridoma cell, unfused spleen or unfused plasma cell, fused plasma cell, fused myeloma cell, and unfused myeloma cell. Fused myeloma and unfused myeloma didn't have HGPRT enzyme, so can't survive in HAT medium, but fused plasma and unfused plasma have HGPRT enzyme, but they don't survive because they didn't have long life. Hybrid cell have HGPRT enzyme from spleen, and they also have ability to multiply because of myeloma cell, so only hybrid cell can survive in HAT medium. Last step is screening of hybridoma cell. Like ELISA screening method is used for screening of hybridoma cell. Hybridoma cell incubating, in which secondary enzyme get conjugate and they form a colored product which show positive hybridoma cell. Two methods are used for multiplication of hybridoma cell. First is in vivo and second is in vitro. As you can see, in vitro method culture media is used, and in vivo methods rat or any other animal is used. In vivo procedure involve introduction of hybridoma cell into the peritoneal cavity of the rat or animal. Then from ascitic fluid of peritoneal area isolated. In vitro method involve culturing of hybridoma cell in suitable culture media, and then antibodies are isolated and purified from the culture media. The culture media used for the production is RPMI 1640, which is used to produce antibodies, and the storage is liquid nitrogen. Thank you. If you like that video, please do subscribe our channel, which is RPIT Academics.